So when we're talking about a trauma bond, I think a lot of people get confused by that because they feel like, because the word trauma is in there, that they feel like they're not having a trauma bond if they haven't gone through something traumatic with another person. And that's actually not accurate. What a trauma bond is, and the easiest way that I have come across to explain it is a trauma bond is when the same person who hurts you is also the person who heals you. And it's that the highs and lows of a relationship that bonds the people together. And the person who is the one who is hurting you is also the one who, when they come back to apologize or pretend like nothing has happened or whatever, you get that dopamine rush that feels like you're being healed and it feels good. And so you become bonded and addicted, really. It's like the same reaction in our brain as to any kind of addictive substance, where we are seeking the good, the dopamine hit that comes with the good parts, that we tolerate the bad parts. And so when the same person who hurts you is also the one who heals you, you continue to go back to that person, even when you know cognitively and rationally that it's not healthy, that it's toxic. But it's this deep emotional attachment that gets formed through repeated cycles, right? And it's not just a one-off thing. Well, they were mean to me and then they were nice to me, so that's a trauma bond. No, it's when it's a pattern. And you will notice in a lot of things where I speak on for narcissism, we're talking about things that are patterns. And so it's not just somebody having a bad day. It's not just somebody being mean to you and then apologizing. It's not just somebody being controlling, for 30 minutes, during one specific situation. It is a pattern of behavior, and a trauma bond is this attachment that forms during these repeated cycles, this pattern of the physiological and the psychological response to abuse, neglect, and then the positive reinforcement, right? So it's intermittent reinforcement too. So where these things happen, these bad things happen, these bad things happen. And in your mind, you think, oh my gosh, this is really bad for me. But then you know that sometimes they give me a glimpse, a little breadcrumb. It's called breadcrumbing, a breadcrumb of this person that I first was attached to, whether it's an intimate partner, whether it is a parent, whether it's a boss, a friend, a sibling. We go back to when we see this sign, this breadcrumb of them being that great person, that in the back of our minds, we think, oh my gosh, if I can only love them enough, they will be this person more often. If I can only love them enough, we'll get back to the point in our relationship when it was good so much more than it was bad. And that doesn't happen because the breadcrumb of this intermittent reinforcement that they're giving you, this like breadcrumb of goodness that sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't happen, keeps us waiting. Kind of like when you're addicted, if you know anything about like being addicted to substances, you chase that high. And it's no different in a trauma bond. You're chasing that high or that feeling of relief of when you see that person that you once knew or the person that you thought they were. And it's an emotional connection and an emotional addiction almost to trying to wait for that next dopamine hit, just like with substances. And the way it often looks, if you're not sure if you have a trauma bond, again, it's the same person who hurts you is also the one who heals you. It's craving validation from the person who hurt you, always waiting, like the puppy at the door kind of effect. The puppy at the door who's waiting for someone to show up that they've been missing all day. And, where you're constantly waiting, when is the next time they're going to give me this reinforcement, this positive, this thing that says that maybe everything will be okay.